Hey boys, today we're adding another car company to my alternate universe of brands, Kinsei, which is sort of like my combo brand of Toyota and Nissan. And the car we're adding to their fleet is what I'm calling the Serenia, which is like my version of like a Camry or Altima, just like kind of a mid-size or bigger late 90s family carrying blob sedan. But like they were trying to make it a little bit more upmarket, which is why it's the STL. So that's a standard trim luxury package. And aesthetically in my head, it's somewhere between like an Oldsmobile Intrigue and like a bigger Nissan Altima from the late 90s. Just the kind of round-ish, aerodynamic-ish looking amorphous shape. Like this. This is what I'm talking about. Like this kind of... That is absolutely perfect. But we're not making the station wagon version of it right now. We're going to be making the sedan version. Though I'm glad that this looks so good as a wagon, so I will be coming back to make a wagon version. Or use this body for other companies. But this is still a late 90s normal family car, so it's going to just be front-wheel drive. But we will give it slightly more fancy rear suspension, just because why not? Upmarket. Say it has fully independent suspension at all four corners. Back in the 90s, that was a selling point. Not a lot of stuff had that. Oh, that's an interesting shape. I'm going to hold on to this for later, but that's not what we're doing today. We're doing that. This is a Chrysler Intrepid. Dodge Intrepid. Yeah, okay. With the new orientation of stuff, I do the aesthetics first. Okay, I will be back when this thing looks like what I'm thinking in my head. Right now I am mentally combining an Olds Intrigue and a Dodge Intrepid, even though this is a Japanese car. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna say that looks about done. I'm not doing an interior. It'll take me like 3 hours. I'll make one later when I need to. Right now, the car is done and looks like a car. And it is a car. So let's make it more of a car by giving it a drivetrain. Front wheel drive. Oh, also, this engine probably is going to have been iterated on since I'm gonna say 1987. Because if it works, why change it altogether? Some engines lasted decades before being updated. Okay, so SS6, so like Kinsei's engine thing is going to be 2 letters, the cylinder count, and then the variant will always be the displacement. There we go. 3.7 liter single overhead cam 3-valve engine. What is this? Well, in this position I would say, I guess I'm the engineer, so deal with it, technicians. And first start off with, as soon as I'm done putting things together, 195 horsepower out of a 3.7 in 1997. Sounds about right, but we got some issues. Okay, I did a little bit of playing around. Now I got 215 horsepower and 227 pound-feet of torque. That's really good for 1997. Let's see if I can make it spin a little bit faster. See how it performs. Absolutely normal. So this thing is gonna get an advanced automatic, because like I said, this is the STL, so it's gonna get some upmarket pieces, but still just a 4-speed. Yeah, we'll give it a limited slip diff, just because some cars just out of nowhere have that for no real reason. Look it up. You'll find some cars that are just like, why did they do that? Yeah, whatever. And give it 235s front and back. 17-inch wheels. For 1997, that's a big deal. Alloys. Look at all the alloyminium premium marketability in that. And disc brakes at all 4 corners. Premium interior with the premium CD. And new for 1997, traction control and ABS. And passenger side airbags. It's the future. And then only for the STL version, it gets hydropneumatic suspension. So this car is going to be $2,000 by the time it gets to this era. Brake force is low. Brake fade. Cooling. Rear tires are wide, no one cares. Gearbox reliability is low. Oh, okay, so we got some things to play with. 147 mile per hour top speed, not bad. 10.2 seconds 0 to 60 time, that's alright, I guess. So 17 miles a gallon, that is not that great. Oh, whatever, this doesn't really matter all that much. I'm gonna take a picture of it, make it look all nice and pretty, and then we're gonna try and drive it. Man, sitting here with it just idling, you pretty much can't even hear that the car is on. The paint actually transferred over pretty okay. What is that? Random hole. That is not on the other side. Alright. It is just smashing the throttle loop. On dirt at least it kicks up and spins a bit. Now, some neutral, drop it. Okay, so this is definitely an older type luxury car because this thing ain't no fast car. It is a slow boat. How are the brakes? Actually not bad. If you're not really trying to drive it like an asshole, this car gets out of its own way. It's not bad. It is going to get some fun versions, though. This is just the, this is like the Buick version of the car, pretty much. Okay, that was a bit excessive. Apparently I was in comfort driving mode. Let's try this differently. There we go. There's such an enormous difference. It feels like an F1 car now. That actually took that curve way better than I thought. I was just flat out through that whole thing, and it just went around it. Let's see what this thing can do on a racetrack, where it's never meant to be. I'm pretty confident that this is going to set at least not an awful time, but I can be surprised. Just a blinding off the rail start. This is an amazing omen for how this entire lap is gonna go. That is understeer. Now this is bad, but I basically built a Japanese Chrysler LHS, and I'm just deciding to say it's from a Japanese brand. And I'm pretty sure if I took one of those around a track like this, it would feel probably exactly the same. So yeah, this is just realistic. All this thing does is scream out of the tires. It's just like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be driving to church. Why am I doing this? Please stop. Ow! This thing absolutely would be in like a Craigslist $2,000 special estate sale with like 90,000 kilometers on it.
It's Grandma's old car. She took real good care of it. We took it to the groceries and church or something. Just need to get rid of it. They give us like $2,000. It's done with it.
Holy crap, this piece of shit got the second best time. I need to make some better cars. Okay, I'm not making stupid, slow, boring cars anymore. This is the last one of these stupid, slow, boring cars. Next thing I'm going to make, even if it ends up being undrivable, is going to have a lot of horsepower, and is going to come from one of the cars that I've made so far, or I'm introducing another brand. I don't know, but that's hilarious and sad. I'll see you later.